Hello and welcome to another Popper video. Today I'm playing Poison Storm again. I cannot get this deck out of my head, so I'm trying more and more things. Today we're going to be cutting some lands and bringing in Lorien Revealed. So Lorien Revealed is very expensive for a common, but it is still not too expensive. This card is draw 3 cards, and it has island cycling for 1. So with it being an island cycling card, we can pick up our islands that we're missing. We can splash blue a little bit easier. And then in other decks, I've found that it's basically worth half a land, maybe a little bit more than that. But one of the things that I've been worried about is running out of action. So in Poison Storm, you just want to draw cards. Just draw cards, win the game. That's how we're going to do it. So we're going to cut a couple of lands, one Everflowing Chalice, and not have any other like fancy other side cards, and just have a ton of action. So here we have 12 just huge draw spells. That's really where I want to be in the deck. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is changing up the sideboard a little bit to play Seal of Removal, but 3 Serrated Arrows. So Serrated Arrows is a really awesome card because you can proliferate -1/-1 counters on your opponent's creatures. Really, really good versus fairies. So I want to just punk out some fairies if I meet them again. And that's the plan. We've got our 4 Seal of Removals plus 2 Arms of Hadar. Hopefully that'll be good enough versus our Glitter friends. But Glitters is everywhere, so we got to try something. I just love this deck and I want to make it work. I hope you like it too. This video is sponsored by cardmarket.com, where you can get all of your Magic the Gathering needs in Europe, Europe's biggest Magic the Gathering seller. So check them out. Really appreciate that. You can find out anything you want to know about sideboarding for Poison, Altar, even Familiars on my Patreon, which is patreon.com/calicais. We would really appreciate if you would give me a like and subscribe. Let me know how I did in this video, whether or not you liked this specific setup of Poison Storm. If you're getting sick of it, that's okay. Now you're infected. All right, that's enough for me. Let's go get into the games. We're here in round 1 versus Lujo. We're going to keep this hand. Reason being, we have turn 2 Inquiry into turn 3 Augury, but we could just like kind of push it a little bit harder. Let's see what happens. He is on black-white, maybe. Let's play Peatbog and pass the turn. I said, I'm sorry about this matchup. We could die to Okibigang, though. Let's just play the Inquiry. We find the Pentad Prism. So I think it's best to just discard this swamp regardless, because we want as many blue sources as possible. I do want the Pentad Prism in play, but I feel like I just need to get things done fast. Okay, plays a 1/1 and a 1/2 and a 1/1. So I think my plan is to Contentious Plan into play the Pentad Prism. The Pentad Prism is not going to have a counter on it, but we can put a counter on it at the next turn with the Auguries. Pass the turn. They've got Basilica Screecher, Flying Extort. Ah, cool. I don't know what Extort does. That's interesting. So it says whenever you cast a spell, you can pay white-black. If you do, each opponent loses a life and you gain that much life. I'm going to go with Augury here. Let's take another Augury. Poison you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just prologue, draw a card, and then Augury again. Take the... We already played a land, it's turn 4. I'll take the Chalice. You pass the turn. So this next turn is going to be play the Chalice, Thirsting Roots to proliferate, and then cast Vivisertent's Insight to draw 3 cards and proliferate some more. We tapped out, but it's okay. So they can pay the 1, drain me 1, put a Thraben Inspector in play. Pretty cool. It's like white-black weenies. All right. Scary. Play my Chalice. And then we're going to proliferate. So now my Chalice is 2 mana, which gives me the whole 5 to cast my Insight, which is 7. Let's play Augury. Pump my Chalice as well. think I'm gonna take, so this is gonna be, that's 7, right? Or this is 8. So we just take the insight to kill them next turn. All right, pass the turn. Can they deal 12? So far their deck looks like it's soft to Arms of Hadar or the Serrated Arrows. I probably would rather have the Serrated Arrows because that can like instant speed ping and no keeping gang. Plays another Novice Inspector, they're gonna extort us some more. Okay. Cannot win the game. Let's just Augury first. Thirsting Roots. I'm just not playing the Inquiry in case they have instant speed life drain somehow. Proliferate. You. Alright, so that was a good matchup. A nice start to this league. Tried starting a league earlier and paired right into terrible matchups. Let's bring in the Serrated Arrows. So what do we want to cut? So they're a mid-range deck. We can maybe trim on... So things I don't want to cut. I don't really want to cut any of these cards. I don't want to cut any of the poison cards. Definitely don't want to cut the Pentad Prism. Right, so we're looking at maybe the Chalices. Maybe some number of Deep Analysis or Vivisertion's Insight. That's really all I can cut. Maybe some number of Thirsting Roots if I'm okay with it. Let's cut this Chalice and Deep Analysis. And then I'm going to trim on one Weather the Storm. I'm kind of expecting the Okiba Gangs. Plays a Thraben Inspector. So let's lead on a tap land. So we're planning tap land, land, Pentad Prism, Contentious Plan, Serrated Arrows, ping your thing. We play a Lembas. Scry's top. Gets in for 1. Play a tap land. Good Pentad Prism right now. And then next turn I will have enough to go Contentious Plan plus the arrows. If I play the Pentad Prism next turn, I'll have 5 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. It's the same. Alright, let's just pass. Another Lembas. Goes bottom, looking for lands. Gets in. Alright. Play the Pentad Prism. We're gonna go Contentious Plan. Did not find a land. I can cycle the Lorien Revealed for a land. So I actually don't have enough mana to do the play the Serrated Arrows this turn. Alright, let's pass. So my plan can be to play the Serrated Arrows and then Prism. I don't know why I thought that I was supposed to make another land drop there. Man, they're just whiffing on lands here. Goes bottom again. They find a Basilica finally. Luckily they can't Okiba me because I'm going to kill this Thraben Inspector. Play the Serrated Arrows, ping this, play the Scary, and then we can play this Experimental Augury. And I think we will just grab the Infectious Inquiry because we don't have them poisoned yet. And I have to make sure that I actually click everything. Last time I played this deck, I did not click things correctly. Play a land. Uh-oh. Don't kill my stuff. Tithing Blade. Okay. So I'll probably Deadly Dispute that, I guess. Plays another Lembas. They're on 4 Lembas here. Weird draw. I have a Thirsting Roots. So let's play the Infectious Inquiry, floating a green. Oh, wow. Prism into Prism into Prism. Prism. Play another Prism. Okay. So now we can Roots. Get a bunch of mana. That's a Dark Ritual there. You get a 2. Land. And then we'll Deep Analysis to draw 2 cards. I'm just going to use the Deep Analysis to draw cards again. And pass. I expect them to have some sort of graveyard hate. My life total is not under that much of a threat right now. So they play the Thraben Inspector. We don't want to ping it until the end of the turn. Because we can ping this, untap, ping the other one, and then Augury and kill both of them. Okay, ping this one. Untap. Ping that one. Play a land. Let's just draw 3 cards first. Poison you, get your things dead, and put counters on all my stuff. Okay, now I've got too much going on. Alright, let's proliferate some more. So many clicks. Prologue. I'll just cast the Infectious Inquiry. Cast a Prologue. Okay. I think we have it here. Contentious Plan. Each of my proliferations is +1 mana. So we have enough to win the game here. Doesn't matter. GG. All right. See you in round 2. All right, round 2, we're on the play. We have good lands. Weather Storm's not super great at the moment, but we can set up a turn 3 Lorien Revealed. So let's keep this. Play the Scary first, and then the Peat Bog. We'll Augury on turn 2, and then Lorien Revealed on turn 3, potentially. So we're looking for Pentad Prism, other things to do. They lead on a Swamp. We're being gifted. All right, I'm just gonna go for the Chalice. And that actually leaves me enough mana to cast Lorien Revealed next turn regardless. Because now we Experimental Augury, and we have 2, 4. Ooh, I'm going to take the Vivisurgeon's Insight here, I think. Just because I don't have green sources already. And I don't have any other proliferation to make the Pentad Prism that good, so I'll take the cards. 3 cards is better. So here this is 5 mana that we're going to untap with on turn 3, plus player Peat Bog. And then we get the Vivisurgeon's Insight. Looks like they might be on Dredge. So I don't really know how I want to face against Dredge, but that's just they grabbed a Swamp. Okay, it's not Dredge, it's Gardens, and we have a lot of cards that we can draw. So I feel pretty confident here. We just have to start getting proliferation down. I mean poison. Boom, boom, boom. All right, pass the turn. We're looking for our Pentad again. Could cycle the Lorien Revealed. Just draw a bunch of cards. We have 4, 7, 8 mana. So we go to 7 mana playing the Chalice. All right, let's cast this. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast the Lorien Revealed. Find the Woodlot. Okay. Pass the turn. I will discard one of the Weather the Storms. Probably not going to need it. They Deadly Dispute their plant. I feel like we're just going to bury them. This is exactly where I wanted to be. Draw cards, win the game. The Tithing Blade. They're probably going to play the Avenging Hunter next turn. Get in for 1. We have 6, 7, 10 mana available right now. So if I Thirsting Roots and Proliferate, I go from 9 to 11 mana available. And then I can just draw some cards. 3 cards for me. Okay. We're going to Inquiry now. Drew that so we can poison them. And then I want to get my blue sources on the table. We have 5 mana right now. So I'll just play the Scary into a Weather Storm and pass the turn. I'll just discard the Peat Bog here. There's so many cards. Everything's an Ancestral. They play Thorn of the Black Rose. Okay, we're at 29. Gets in for 1. All right, let's just Prologue. Put you to 2. An Experimental Augury. Lead on Lorien the Revealed in case I draw something to proliferate onto. Did not. Alright, I'll float a green. Play Augury. Finding an Insight or another Augury. Let's take the Insight. More cards. You. Okay. So now we have 3, 4, 5. Play this Scary. Insight again. Drop 3 more cards. You're at 4. Okay, gain 15. That's the turn. I think we're going to win here. Do. We're at 43 life. So the only thing that we cannot do currently is chain very well. Play the Avenging Hunter. Like we want to just use the stuff that gives us, that only costs 1 pip, right? So maybe I just like tap the Chalice, the one that's 6, and then start using the colorless mana. We go to 41. All right. Okay, Thirsting Roots is solid. Maybe I want to just wait and see if I can draw a Pentad Prism. Augury, there's the Prism. That's going to make it a lot easier because I can get all my colored sources back. All right, and then we'll go Pentad Prism. Play the Infectious Inquiry. Blind draws to see if we draw into any other ways to get extra value off our proliferation. We did find a Pentad Prism, and they're dead. They're super duper duper dead. You go to 8. All right, done. Too bad we can't okay that, make it easier. Proliferate. Okay, they're scooping. Nice. Very nice. It felt good. All right, so the last time I played this, we were talking about maybe bringing in Bring the Ending. They said they're new to Popper and that my deck is sweet. Okay, so we can either ignore what they're doing and then just keep trying to get through them with Weather the Storm and go over the top. Or we can bring in some number of moments piece, which is just an additional time walk. Bring the Ending can counter their initiative, but I don't think that it's always going to line up for us, and I find that to be a little bit of a risk. So what I'm going to do is, I know Skura is going to be annoyed, but I'm going to cut these two cards. These are both sort of speed cards. I'm just going to bring in 2 moments piece, and that gives me 6 time walk effects, basically. So we should have plenty of time to win the game. Here we're seeing our greedy mana base not pay off, but none of these cards were going to be lands in the first place, so I'm going to mulligan. I'm going to keep this, right? We'll put back Weather the Storm. We have the Sappers and Scary, and we're hoping that we find another land, and they don't duress my Augury. Let's see what happens. They do have the turn 1 duress. If they duress the Augury, we have to play the Scary, and then turn 2 Prologue, and then just wait it out. They duress the Pentad Prism. That makes some sense. Let's play the Scary. Alright, they Haunted Mire, plays a Relic. So we have to start clicking things. Pentad is gone. Alright, I'm gonna cycle. Grabbing an island. Play the island and play. So we can prologue here. Then we have 2 turns to draw a land. If we augury, I feel like I'm gonna augury here. I'm too scared. Find a peat bog. Did I misclick it? What's happening? Okay, I did click it correctly, but there was like a weird lag situation that happened. Relic on my spell. They sacrifice the relic to draw some cards, play a land. I'll play the woodlot out. That's the turn. I think this turn it's going to be peat bog into Vivisurgeon's Insight. And then the next turn we'll try to prologue, do other stuff, and weather the storm and gain a bunch of life and get out of range. Alright, peat bog, Insight. And done. We drew a Pentad Prism. We have 7 mana. So it's not really where we want to be yet. Like I want to be able to go Prologue on and Prism and Insight and do other stuff. They map the Crypt Rats and the Crypt Rats grows, revealing another Crypt Rats, which they probably will graveyard. No, they're keeping that on top or in hand. I think it's on top of the deck. Okay, so we draw the Augury. Play Pentad Prism. Done. We're going to prologue using the black mana. Play Experimental Augury. So I find Infectious Inquiry, Moments Piece, or Prologue. I think I just take the Inquiry here because it draws us the most cards. I can gain 12, which is probably fine. Let's gain 12 life. Let's see if they have the Avenging Hunter here. So assuming, let's say I had the, that stinks. If I had the Bring the Ending, then I probably would have had to hold it up and then I would have lost my thing anyway. But they exile my Pentad Prism. They get back their Troll of Khazad-dûm. We have 8-9 mana, so we can Inquiry into Insight. We're at 32 life. They're taking 2 poison next turn minimum. Go to 30. Let's just use all the black mana to Inquiry. Okay, we find a Scary. Solid. I'm going to float a green in case I draw Thirsting Roots. Draw 3 cards. You go to 4. And then that's it for me. So I'll discard this woodlot here. And focus on making blue land drops. Okay, they're going to attack for 4. We go to 24. Are you going to plop down the Avenging Hunter or play the 6/5? They Deadly Dispute instead. Plays another Lembas. They must be digging for the Avenging Hunter then. They probably didn't have it in hand. We're just hanging out with all of our lands in play. Just super tapped out. Play the Scary. Lean on a prologue for a blind draw. Put you to 5. We can play Vivisurgeon's Insight. Draw 3 cards. Then play this Chalice. I don't think they can take me down at this moment, so I'm just going to cast the Contentious Plan, which is 7. Pass the turn. Can discard the Forest. Alright. Looks like they're playing the 6/5 now, so I think they're probably dead. We're going to draw a card, then Experimental Augury, and that will give us like 5 cards seen to find one more proliferation. Draw a card. Some of these proliferate before they resolve the draw card part, and some of them proliferate after. All right, let's Augury. And we find the Inquiry. All right, made the rat a little bit bigger. Opponent was very kind. We'll see you in round 3. All right, round 3 versus HJC. Very good popper player. So we have green spells and big blue spells, but only 1 land. Mulligan. Mulligan again. Unfortunate. No. Okay, we have 2 lands. We can get this Inquiry off, so we can definitely put back the Prologue. I guess we just put back these 2 cards and hope. Play the Peat Bog first, or the Woodlot. Play the Peat Bog first. F6. Let's see what's going to happen. Is he on a blue deck or Slivers? Okay, he's playing Slivers. So Moment's Peace is good against Slivers, and Serrated Arrows is decent. Let's just jam the Infectious Inquiry and try to draw some proliferation and blue spells. Okay. Wow, no Sliver. Okay, that's good for me. No, the post-combat Sliver. All right, let's play this Scary. And then Proliferate and Chalice. Pass the turn. Next turn we can Proliferate again. Slivers are going to kill us. Moment's Peace is good, but I don't know if we're going to be fast enough. They get in. How fast can Slivers win? Oh, man. Let's Contentious Plan. You go to 3. Wow, that was lucky. Vivid Surgeon's Insight. You go to 4. Please don't kill me. We're at 15. So if they have 2 pump Slivers, we're dead. And of course, we're only going to be able to gain 9 life this current turn because we have Pentad Prism into Contentious Plan, and Weather the Storm to back it up. Find another Contentious Plan. Yay. Pentad Prism. The Contentious Plan. So I know they're on Slivers because I pay attention. Pay attention to the Twitter sphere, and HJC has shared about that previously. I think I'm okay to just use this one, using the Everflowing Chalice, just in case I draw something else that needs more colored sources. All right, let's Prologue here, draw a card. Lorien Revealed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm just going to Weather the Storm. But that Lorien is going to be pretty nice next turn. We're going to gain 18 life here. Are they going to weather as well? Quick Sliver. Flash Slivers, okay. This is 16 damage. Okay. We have to win here. Let's Inquiry. Put them to 8. Alright, we got it. Sweet. And then I'll just Thirsting Roots for the win. Proliferate. Done. Very nice. So turn 6. So they couldn't get through 1 Weather the Storm. I think the Serrated Arrows are going to be good. Because they just keep popping their creatures and making them smaller, then I'll be able to force through everything that they have. It's possible that the Deep Analysis is too much to deal with. Then I feel like I can cut 1 Pentad, 1 Infectious Inquiry, and I want to cut something that is expensive. We can trim on maybe a Lorien Revealed or an Insight. I feel like I want the big card draw. I'm just going to trim a Thirsting Roots. Maybe Moment's Peace is the better plan. It does deal with everything, but taking out their entire board sounds pretty solid. So I want to go with the arrows. Mulligan. Okay, keep back in Infectious Inquiry. We're looking at a turn 3 Vivid Surgeon's Insight, and that's it at the moment. Slivers have flanking. Let's play the Peat Bog. Slivers are bigger. Play my Scary, pass the turn. Okay, so I think here this shows that I need to have the chalices so that I can have like faster mana, and then I can cast the Serrated Arrows and do stuff with it. Bladed Sliver. All right, gets in. Weeble Ancestral. Oh god, we're gonna die. Get rid of the deep analysis. So it also would not have helped at the moment if the arrows were moments pieces. Place another Sidewinder Sliver and another Sidewinder Sliver. Okay. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the only way we can win here is finding a Weather the Storm. Prologue. Found the Weather the Storm. Play Experimental Augury. Pentad Prism. You. Weather the Storm. Pray. Alright, that should be enough, right? 15. Not quite dead yet, I guess. I'm just gonna... Okay, let's let it happen. I like to scoop too early, they say. Let's Infectious Inquiry to kill ourselves. So we were too slow. Alright. Serrated Arrows didn't really do anything. None of this would have mattered that much. I feel like the Serrated Arrows is probably still a good spot to be in. Let's just do it. I gotta look for a hand. I mean, we couldn't really do anything about our opening hand because we had to mulligan due to our land drops. We'll look for a fast hand. We have stuff to do. Prologue. All right, let's keep this. Woodlot, pass the turn. Turn 2 Prologue plus Thirsting Roots. A Plated Sliver. Play Prologue. I'll proliferate. Pass the turn. This is pretty nerve-wracking, to be honest. They have a Predatory Sliver. Gets in. Play my plan. And Augury looking for an untapped land. Take the Scary. Pass the turn. So this next turn I have to just play out the Serrated Arrows on the Predatory Sliver. Will it be enough? We're taking 6. Next turn taking 9. Serrated Arrows. Pop that. Play the Scary. Pass the turn. We have 3 mana. It's gonna happen. I'm nervous. My heart rate's going up. We get in. We go to 4 life. Pop this one. Play Contentious Plan. You go to 4 poison. Play another Contentious Plan. Maybe I can Augury here. So if I find a Pentad, I can cast it. Just cast the Augury. Finding another Contentious Plan. I can also take the Chalice here. Did I play land? No. I think I probably just take the land here. Or I can go Chalice into Weather the Storm. Or I can just Contentious Plan them, which I already have in hand. And then they'll have a 1, 2. They can at most hit me for... They could potentially hit me for 4 with the Flash Sliver, though. So let's just take the Chalice. You. Done. Now we'll cast the Chalice. And then cast Weather the Storm for 12. Here's the Flash Sliver. Okay, so I did play around that. They have a Sidewinder Sliver. They're going to get in for 6. Okay. So if I put a winding way. If I put a counter on the Plated Sliver, then I can wipe all these ones away. They found Plated Sliver, Muscle Sliver. Serrated Arrows this. Tap, tap. Contentious Plan. This one, this one, this one. And you. So now they're down to not very many slivers. Oh my god. I did not put stuff on my things. I got so excited that I just forgot what I was doing. Dang it. 2, 3. Doesn't matter. Okay, I can actually Vivisurgeon's Insight here. You. That was not great. So they have a Muscle Sliver. I don't think it'll kill me because it'll be 4 damage. Let's just Infectious Inquiry. Pass the turn. Masked Vandal can take out my Serrated Arrows, but they're dead on this coming turn. Phew. I knew Serrated Arrows was awesome. Get in. Okay. Alright, we'll play the Pentad Prism. Well, Thirsting Roots, put you to 9. Land. Play my land. And draw some cards and win the game! As long as I can click correctly. We drew another arrows. Okay, my misclicks did not cause me to lose, so we'll see you in round 4. We're here in round 4 on the draw. We have a really awesome opener, so we're going to keep it. Opponent leads on, oh, they're on walls. That's not great. They have a land grant, revealing that they have a bunch of awesome cards. I think I'm going to play out my Scary this turn, And I can experimental augury looking for a way to poison them. We're probably going to lose. They just have too much already. They play an overgrown battlement. Play my augury. Just take the chalice. Plays another battlement. Now they can play the Axebane Guardian. So they can get infinite mana pretty quickly here. So next turn they can just drift for infinite mana, I think. Sure. So we play out the chalice, play out the Pentad Prism, play land. We're going to proliferate and then cast 2, 3, 4. Cast experimental augury, finding nothing, and pass the turn. They have the win here, I'm pretty sure. So they can just shield wall sentinel for another drift and then drift for the Valakut. I'm just gonna scoop. I've got places to be, not really. Let's go bring the ending. Serrated arrows. Weather storms can come out. Don't really need the deep analysis to force through. I'm trying to figure out what I want to cut for my next. I'll just cut the inquiry. We're going down on poison, but up on interaction. I feel like I need the fast mana and all the proliferation. And basically my plan is to try to arrows everything dead. This is one of those matchups where you kind of have to prepare for it, otherwise you're probably going to lose. They're a much, much faster combo. Alright, we would like to play first. We have the arrows, so we can keep. Play the Peat Bog. They mulligan to 6. So we have a turn 3 serrated arrows, which is not that fast. We can, like, turn 2 contentious plan, but that doesn't really get us anywhere, so I feel like we have to turn 3 the serrated arrows and start pinging their stuff. And just, like, slowly make land drops here. They play a Quirion Ranger. Play a land, I'll pass the turn. A land grant. That's kind of weird to do, because now they don't have any 2-drops. It's a Radiant Grove. Alright. Your Quirion Ranger's dead here. That's good for me at least. Bye. Your turn. They cycle. They'll probably play the Axebane Guardian. Okay, as expected, they play the Axebane. So now I can make it an 0-1. Ping it. Draw. Hopefully drawing a blue. We drew the blue source. Very, very good. So next turn, their Axebane's going to be dead. And we can ping down another creature if they play another creature. Really odd to be an artifact-based control deck here. They got to play the Shield Wall. They can get a creature card with Defender, so they can maybe get their Overgrown Battlement. And then they can cast the Overgrown Battlement with the Axebane Guardian. Then they'll have mana next turn. They get the Overgrown Battlement. That makes sense. What I would have thought to do. 2, 3, 4, 5. We find a Pentad Prism. That's really solid. Ping the Battlement. Play the Pentad Prism. And then cast my 5-drop. Get rid of this. Done. And probably not necessary to proliferate anymore this turn. Let's pass. So right now, the important thing that happened here is that we took them off of blue mana. They can't use the Drift of Phantasms. They can cast another Shield Wall Sentinel and try to find a way to do it. Gets a Scholar of Arethos. This is their win condition. With Quirion Ranger as well. They got 3 cards. We still have no way to poison. We're just kind of staying alive, doing our best. It's turn 5 and they have not played any lands, so they could cycle the Generous End for a land, play that, play the Quirion Ranger, tap and untap the Battlement, play, untap it again, and play Shield Wall Sentinel. Try to get something to make blue mana. But I can just take out the Quirion Ranger and then kill the Battlement this coming turn. Plan is probably to go Pentad Prism plus Chalice plus Thirsting Roots, and then play Vivisurgeon's Insight. Alright, what did they do? They cast a Quirion Ranger. Untap and untap. Okay, so they have 5 mana now. Plays a Shield Wall. Maybe they're going to grab their Ceruli Caretaker just to get blue mana. Just another Overgrown Battlement. Interesting. So I think I have to just kill this and then go Pentad Prism, Chalice, Proliferate, We still have no poison on them, which is stinky. Let's Augury looking for a poison card. If I didn't bring the ending, that could maybe be good. And now we can just hard cast the Vivisurgeon's Insight. Still looking for a poison spell. Find a Woodlot. I did find the poison. So poison you and proliferate. Maybe I want to wait on the proliferate. The proliferate right now and cast Deep Analysis. So let's just pass. We have Bring the Ending to Mana Leak their creature. I grabbed Forest, cast the Winding Way. Okay. We have this Guardian Naga, which can do exile target artifact or enchantment. Getting rid of my serrated arrows. Cost them 3 mana. And I can Bring the Ending it. No thanks. Not today. And your adventure creature is gone because it gets countered. Alright, let's start drawing cards. Draw more cards. Play a Chalice. I suppose I can just start proliferating onto that thing. Let's proliferate. At least we'll take out a wall here. There are 2 poison. Proliferate again. Okay. 3 poison for the opponent. Infectious Inquiry. Go to 4 poison. Prologue. Let's Infectious Inquiry. 6 poison. Alright, that's as far as we could get this turn. Can they kill us? Let's see. They play Overgrown Battlement. Guardian Naga is gone. Play an Axebane Guardian. Okay, found a serrated arrows. I'm just going to tap a little bit inefficiently by using my Chalice here. Ping this one, and proliferate. Deep Analysis. Draw some cards. Okay, we find an Augury. So let's start with, I guess the Augury. Looking for more proliferation. Contentious Plan. We can get rid of your walls. I'm just clicking like crazy. Contentious Plan again. You're at 9 poison. Come on. There we go. And now you're dead. They scooped. Wouldn't let me poison them out. That worked pretty well. Let's try it again. Very strange opener, but I'm going to keep it. On turn 3, we have a lot to do. They mulligan to 6. So we Peatbog into Woodlot. Plays Aquarian Ranger. Play my Peatbog. Now I have... Gets in for 1. I can go Prism into Chalice. I'm going to Woodlot into Everflowing Chalice here. That's the turn. This just doesn't expose the Pentad Prism to a removal spell. 2 mana. So we're likely to see the Axebane Guardian here with 3 mana. Yep. Gets in for 1. Land. Pentad Prism. Now we have Experimental Augury. Find the arrows. I'm going to lead on arrows, kill your Querying Ranger. Your turn. Next turn I can kill the Axebane Guardian with the arrows, unless they exile it. I feel like Querying Ranger is pretty important to their game plan. 3 mana. They're going to exile my artifact. Plays another Axebane. Okay. Put a counter on it. Play a Chalice. Play an Island. Trying to use the most mana possible. Let's Experimental Augury. Okay, Thirsting Roots, any order. You, 2, 3, blue, and a mana. Play Vivisurgeon's Insight. Done. Now we can prologue. Pass the turn. Next turn, this Guardian's going to be gone. The only thing that they'd use their whole turn on was casting 1 Guardian, so hopefully they can't cast something crazy this next turn. Maybe this is a Lead the Stampede or another Guardian. They cast Lead the Stampede, okay. Really good for me because I can just destroy this turn while gaining a bunch of cards. I found a Generous Ent that they can't even cycle right now. And we got a Pentad Prism, it's really good. Pop this, play the Scary, proliferate. You go to 3 poison. They scoop it up, we're 4-0, let's go! On to the finals. Okay, it's round 5. We do have the Chalice into Contentious Plan for untapping with 5 mana. So let's keep this. I hope they're on a slow pile. Wait for it. Okay, contaminated aquifer. Let's play the woodlot first. I believe this probably means that they're on fairies, but I don't know for sure. I'll get my blue source into the battlefield. They cycled the Lorien Revealed. So they could cast the Monarch on turn 4, and we want to be able to infect them at some point. I need to get the Peat Bog into play. Cast a Preordain. So it's either fairies or some sort of blue-black control, because terror decks don't usually play Preordain. Play the Peat Bog. I will pass the turn. They're brainstorming. I'm fine with developing my mana. There's a island. Thorn of the Black Rose. Hello. Doom Doom. We're going to Chalice. Doom, Doom. And then we have 5 mana right now. Like an Inquiry. Now I can play Peat Bog or the island. I think I'm going to proliferate with the Thirsting Roots, and then play the island and cast the Contentious Plan. So they're at 3 poison now. They gotta watch out. We have double Weather the Storms and lots of mana. Do you have a ninja? No ninja. Okay, they are indeed fairies. So versus fairies, we want the Arms of Hadar and the Serrated Arrows. I think I'm going to play some lands out. Wait until they do something big, I think. Or until we draw a Deep Analysis to try to go through them. They're getting in. We go to 15. They play Augur of Bolas. They could counterspell twice now. They find a regular counterspell. I guess maybe I could play Experimental Augury, and then they won't have 2 counters for the next turn. There's a Spellsetter Sprite, and I'll cast a Weather the Storm and a Weather the Storm. Just get them out of my hand. I don't know why I tapped the black source. They still have counterspell. We go to 42. My Augury is countered. I'm looking for a big card draw spell now. Play a Contentious Plan. Really need to draw into a Deep Analysis. Play a Prologue. Contentious Plan. They'll probably counter here. Maybe I shouldn't have cast it. Another Spellsetter Sprite. Okay, so the only thing that can save us now is a Deep Analysis. You might be saying, but you look so far ahead. You have a lot of men in play and nothing to do. They have double counterspell in hand. So Deep Analysis does not even save us here. We have to sit back and just draw until we have a 7-card hand and try to go over the top of them. Hickory Woodlot, not very good. Fae is definitely the fun place for this deck. Brainstorm, draw into a ninja, flip their, ninja, their Spellsetter Sprite, and have infinite counters. Ugh. Reveals an island off the Lorien Revealed. They ninja. Now they can play the island. They have double counterspell. That's good for me. We did draw the Deep Analysis next, but they had counter, then I played the Visitor's Insight. They have another counter. GG. That was really close. So we can bring in these cards. Don't think we need the Weather the Storms. And we can cut an Everflowing Chalice. And my plan is to just try to keep their stuff off the board. It is a little bit of a risk with all of our Infectious Inquiries and Deep Analysis and stuff, but that's the best we can do. You could maybe also cut the Thirsting Roots and like these cards for the Bring the Endings. We have to mulligan this one. It was close. Okay, I'm going to keep this. Back to Peat Bog. Play Peat Bog, go. They play a Fairy Seer. So here we can cycle for an island Contentious Plan. I think I'm just going to poison them now. Arms of Hadar is good. They preordain. Our green source is not very useful. It does cast the Thirsting Roots. They're picking up their island. We find a Pentad. I think I'm going to Contentious Plan, actually. Put you to 2 poison. And pass the turn. They get in for 1. Let's see if they ninja. No ninja. They're chilling. We'll play the Peat Bog and pass the turn. They're brainstorming. And they cycle Lorien Revealed to clear the brainstorm, finding an island. Let's see if they play a 4-drop. Nope. Oh yeah, okay. They play Thorn of the Black Rose. They have 4 mana. A Pentad Prism. 2, 3, 4. Play my Experimental Augury. Finding Vivisurgeon's Insight, huh? I would like that, I think. We need to get the serrated arrows down. Let's just take the augury here. Grab an island. Play the arrows. And kill your fairy seer. So now they can't spell stutter sprite us, which is really important. 5 mana for the opponent. They could Okiba Gang, in which case we would discard Arms of Hadar and Deep Analysis, pack the Okiba Gang, and then get our 2 creatures, or not creatures, but play Contentious Plan and Experimental Augury, making the Okiba Gang smaller. Looks like they're going to play a Gurmag. There's the Gurm Daddy. Put an arrow on it. I'll play Contentious Plan. They don't counter. Can't cast Thirsting Roots right now. Try the Augury, I guess. They don't counter again. Take another Augury. Let's cast a Deep Analysis. They don't counter that. Okay, I'll play Scary, and I guess I'm passing the turn. Gurm Daddy, not too scary when it's got all those -1 counters on it. They're going to attack for 3. Plays a Fairy Seer. Sure. So this is where I'm going to Arms of Hadar them. Try to kill everything. Plays a Relic. Are you going to crack the Relic? Cracking the Relic. Okay. Land. Land go, okay. Let's cast... I'll play my Woodlot, cast my Thirsting Roots, and see if they want to Spell Stutter Sprite me. Cool. Perfect. So, ping this. Arms of Hadar you. Draw 3 cards. And then we can put you to 7 poison right now. Or no, just one more poison. Proliferate again. Yeah, 7 poison. They are the Monarch, so I guess they've got that going for them. They have no creatures, though. Preordain. They're going to know what's up with the Serrated Arrows post-board, though. It's going to be scary. Plays Augur of Bolus. I don't have anything to do here. They find a Brainstorm. We're going to lead on this prologue. They have to counter every spell we cast at this point, and they can't effectively do it. I will cast the Thirsting Roots. Their Spell Stutter Sprite will get eaten by the arrows. Draw a card, and you die. Okay. You got another one? They counter me. You got another counter? Not this time. All right. We're 1-1. The final countdown. Well, we know what to do. We just have to execute. All right, this hand I think is probably fine. There's some concern about the lack of black mana and the fact that we're just hanging out making tap lands, playing tap lands, but we can try to scary into an arrows, like augury into the arrows. Find a Pentad Prism. Let's see. I think I just play the scary still. We can take it slow. We have plenty of land drops. They play a land. I'll play a Woodlot and yield until the next end step. My expectation is that they flash in a Spell Stutter Sprite. We're going to Augury in response, finding the arrows, and I will pass the turn. If they tap out here, we can play the arrows and pop their thing. Put a counter on their ninja. Of course, they can ninja the ninja. And if we find an untapped land, we can kill the ninja this turn, which would be very, very crucial. But we don't have an untapped land. They have a tap land. We have Arms of Hadar. I guess I play the Woodlot. Actually, we can just search for a swamp. Play the swamp. Kill your ninja. They cycle the Lorien Revealed. Plays a land. Plays a Fairy Seer. They've got Spell Stutter Sprite in hand. They went bottom. Play my Scary. I'll pass the turn. They're Brainstorming. I need to do this arrows in play, but I'm afraid of a counterspell. They might have gotten rid of the Spell Stutter Sprite now. They are preordaining to clear one of the cards from the Brainstorm. Bottom on that. Gets in. No ninja. Preordain again. We can try to play the Pentad Prism, but then it'll get countered by the Spell Stutter Sprite. So is there a way we can kill their fairy? Not yet. We play the Serrated Arrows. That'll get countered too. We can go Pentad Prism, gets countered. I'll have 5 mana. I'm gonna go for a deep analysis. If they use counterspell, okay, I would be okay, I think, because then I could cycle for an island and then like do something. I could have played the Pentad Prism into proliferation, get in for 1, and that's it. Okay, so they were banking on that 1 ninja. Plays a Murmuring Mystic. Play my Pentad Prism. Interesting. They don't do anything? That's a surprise. Alright, I'll play another Pentad Prism then. So I played the Serrated Arrows right now. Then they'll probably counter. Then I can Contentious Plan. I'll have 4 mana. I'm going to lose all my lands though. I will attempt to prologue. We don't have any more land drops to make this turn. This is, okay, they're going to spell Slaughter Sprite. Sure. So now we lose the land, Contentious Plan. We have a Vivisurgeon's Insight. Arrows. Put a counter on. Kill your Spell Slaughter Sprite. That's the turn. Yep. You have a Brainstorm. They're going to kill us with these birds. Definitely going to die to the birds. Murmuring Mystic is an X5, which is huge. They brainstorm into an Augur of Bolas, revealing a Lorien Revealed. They can cycle the Lorien Revealed or cast it next turn. This is 2 damage. Okay. They don't have the Monarch, at least. So I'm going to lead on Inquiry, trying to win the game. Counterspell. Okay. The Contentious Plan. Taking out the Weather of the Storms is going to kill me. Pop this. Deep Analysis. Play the Peat Bog. Pass the turn. We still have 1 more Arms of Hadar in the deck. I forgot about that. That might actually save us. We're taking 4 right now. Okay. Counter on this. Thirsting Roots, Proliferate. There's a Spell Stutter Sprite. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Vivisurgeon's Insight. We can prologue now. Find another arrows. Arrows. Put a counter on this one. That's the turn. We're taking 4 damage. This is pretty wild. If anything, this was a good close. Place Thorn of the Black Rose. Okay. Put a counter on this. Play a land. Maybe I don't play the land. Try to play the Chalice here. We're going to get rid of your Spell Stutter Sprite. Play Experimental Augury. They could have a counterspell. Okay. It's bad. Play another Augury. That's not going to help me. You cast Lorien Revealed. Oh, wow. We can take out almost everything. Contentious Plan. Now play this Woodlot. Experimental Augury. I think I take the Thirsting Roots. Have I played a land this turn? Looks like no, but does that help me to play a land? Oh my god, that thing's not dead? Wow. Take 4. You have a ninja? They don't have a ninja. Play a Thorn of the Black Rose. So the only way for me to win is to get Arms of Hadar. We find the Arms of Hadar. Okay. Pop this. Cast the Serrated Arrows. Or cast a Vivisurgeon's Insight. Trying to win the game. No counterspell. Try the Arms of Hadar. We got the 5-0! Holy crud! This is amazing! That was amazing. I love it. I did not expect that to happen. What a battle. Oh my god. I'm gonna go sleep. I hope that you enjoyed. Maybe we built the best current version of Poison. We also did not face Glitters. But we did beat Fae. Wow. Whew! Amazing. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.